Alright, so this lady from Maryland came to Mississippi to interview me because I'm a photographer. Alright, and I can't really give y'all the details as to why me, but it is me, so yeah. I'm gonna let her explain why. Whenever I find her, I'm not really sure where, and let's see if we can fix that. That's a little bit better. And I think I see her over there. Yep, that's her. You can't see a thing, but I can. Alright, so apparently earlier just did not go right because the street sweepers were literally on the road. And I mean literally, the street sweepers, not like the street sweepers. They were making a little bit too much noise. We decided to go somewhere else. We ended up at Shipley's Donuts. This young lady who's interviewing me came all the way from Maryland, correct? All the way from Maryland. And she brought her manager with her also. And I forgot his name just that quick. Like he literally just told me I forgot.
I'm just a man.
Darius?
Yeah,
Darius. Alright. And here we go. So I'm gonna save all my questions for later. And she's gonna go ahead and do me. She asked me one of the perks of being in Mississippi, and you know, being here, you don't really just think about the perks until you just go somewhere and you can't do what you can here. So she said that how we are in here shooting a vlog and doing the interview, she couldn't do that back at home because they'd probably kick them out because of the camera and whatnot. And that's crazy to me. You know, here we just walked in, nobody said anything, and nobody really gave a darn what we were doing. Now it's my turn for questions with her. Why are you here?
Why am I here? So I started being a photographer about 4 years ago, and I'm big on, you know, the internet. So I looked around on the internet and I saw so many talented photographers and videographers around. How am I even gonna measure up, you know, business-wise, talent-wise? So I made a list. You were on that list. I made a list.
Surprisingly.
Not surprisingly, you talented. And I was like, I'm gonna work with all these people. One day I'm gonna work with all these people. And so the project Behind the Lens, which is one of the 3 projects that I've been working on to get across the country, it's just one of those projects where I was finally like, you know, I'm gonna work with everybody that I, you know, wanted to work with when I first started out, and more so, I'm gonna make them the centerpiece of the project so that, you know, the world can get an insight into who they are, just as well as who I am, you know. People like to tell me I'm very adventurous and bold and business oriented, you know, goal oriented, and I want people to see who made me like that and who I've been looking at for the past 4 years that made me so headstrong.
See, that just sounds like so nice, but it's just that I you know, it's like it's me in there that, you know, has something to do with it, and to me that's just like, I don't know how to feel about it. My mom told me I should learn to take compliments, so I'm still learning that process. But my next question is, how many more stops do you have to make, and how many have you done already?
About 30 people so far, and that means I got like 20 people left on the list.
Again, I'm still processing all of this because it's just surreal to me that I could, like, I don't even feel comfortable saying it. Did I influence you?
Absolutely.
I mean, what else do fathers do?
I mean, see,
that's what fathers do, right?
This guy, I like this guy. But I mean, it just feels weird to say that I influence somebody. But I say that to say this because you never know who's watching you. You never know who's paying attention to you. You never know who is just looking at you and saying, okay, I like that. Or they may not always tell you. They may tell you, bro, I hate that. But they go home and they watching you. They just like, man, bro, go so hard. But someone won't tell you. But she's not that type of person. She was real enough to say, hey, there are several artists and creatives that I admire and like, and I'm going to work with them one day and let these people know that I like their work. And one of them me. Ain't that just crazy? That's crazy. But like I said, I'm not trying to make this vlog long. Y'all know I have a tendency to just ramble. We ain't gonna do it today. We might though, but not today. I got one more question. How are you liking good old Mississippi?
I like it. I like it a lot. I do a personal thing where I disconnect from my phone for just random intervals in my life, just because we need to be human beings and enjoy our lives, not through a phone screen. So it was cool when my phone completely disconnected from the internet and said, you know, I need some time to myself. So yeah, the Airbnb's actually at a lake house. So I told myself, for the first time ever in my entire life, I'm gonna jump off the pier and I'm gonna go swimming in the lake. So.
And you did that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go do it.
But I see she's using a camera that I had when I started out. No, it's not a Sony. No, it's not the Canon. No, it's not the Fujifilm. But it only leaves, what, one more? It is the Nikon D5100. As she asked me in the interview earlier, what's some advice I would give to somebody just starting out photography? And the first thing I said was, do not worry about the gear. And it's a hypocritical statement to say, but don't nobody care what you're shooting with. I mean, you got some people do that are headstrong and like, oh, you shooting with that? Oh, okay. Look, shoot with what you got. If you just get into it, buy a cheap camera, see if you like the experience of doing photography, because it's not for everybody. And if you like it, okay, sell that camera, go get you a better one. But don't be so headstrong on, I need to spend $5,000 on a new camera. No, you do not. You don't get a $5,000 camera until you've mastered everything, until you feel comfortable enough to do all of that. Otherwise, you have a $5,000 camera and your picture's still gonna look like crap. And you're gonna wonder why my picture look like this. Because you don't know how to shoot, brother. Learn how to shoot. Not saying I know how to shoot everything, but just learn.
So funny.
What?
Number one, most people think I shoot with a Sony.
Really?
That's number one. Number two, I just got a Sony. But I don't take it out on the road because this right here is my baby. I've been able to rely on her for a long time.
All right, so we're leaving here and we're gonna go downtown and shoot because she wants to take pictures of me for the article. And while we're there, I'm gonna get pictures of her too. So it'll be back and forth. I'm using the 16 to 35, of course. That's a lens that I'm always gonna be using when I vlog because of the way it works and the way it looks. I love it. All right, so the sun is up high, so therefore it's gonna have the shadow right here, so just ignore that. She's doing her thing with the pictures. I do want to say this on camera. I told her off camera, but I want to tell her now so that you guys can see it also. I do appreciate you for coming here to do this and, you know, tell me what you told me, which was that I inspire you, and I'm not used to hearing that, so I don't know how to accept it, but I do appreciate it. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for just doing what you do, because, man, I could have been working some desk job somewhere.
You just never know what you're gonna learn from a person. You know, you could think you're gonna learn this, but you end up learning this, and it's like, dang, hey. I'm gonna shoot some pictures of her while she's taking pictures of me. My arms may be shaking because I'm not used to holding this. So yeah. It is very bright, so my shutter speed will be high. I will be using a higher number aperture. Right now it's on 4.5. The ISO is at 160, so we'll just play around with it and see what we get. Got out of the sunlight because it was just too bright for me, and her as well. I didn't see. So yeah, we're in the shadows, and the light is gonna be a lot more even and a lot less harsh. I'm gonna shoot a few more pictures. How long was the drive?
From where?
Like if you were to come straight from Maryland to
It would
here.
have been over from Maryland to Memphis was 14.
From Maryland to Memphis was 14, and we're further south.
And y'all like 3
To
hours
here,
from.
yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been like 17 hours. Sheesh. They drove 17 hours to mess with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Hey.
It's light work.
Hey.
Light work.
See? YouTube, we slowly getting somewhere, but this didn't come off of YouTube. This came from Instagram. Instagram is a very good place to network, believe it or not. Today was just a vlog to tell you that be sure to let people know that you inspire them or that you love their work. Like she said that she came to give me my flowers. And a lot of times we're not able to give each other flowers because something happens. God forbid somebody pass, and then you see all this stuff on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter with everybody saying, oh, they were such a good person, they did this, they did that. But you were not saying that when they were here to hear that. And sometimes people need to hear that. So again, I thank you for doing that and coming here and making it happen. And that guy for making it happen because he's part of the crew too. She has a whole manager.
Not half.
What am I doing?
Not half.
A whole.
Whole manager. Remember that.
Remember that. So I gotta find me a manager. I mean, I gotta make something shake. If somebody inspires you, it's okay to tell them. If you like somebody's work, it's okay to tell them. Don't be a secretive hater and then go like it and whatnot. Just tell them. It ain't gonna kill you, and you never know who needs to hear. So another vlog, another day. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.